How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've been helping my dad with installing some new stereos in his Lotus Elise. I'm also doing some small maintenance stuff on the Crossfire, just draining the oil catch can and cleaning the air filters. I'm also going to be taking apart a new trunk that I bought for the Crossfire, a replacement trunk, and I'm going to be stripping all the stuff out of that, and I'm going to be trying to get the trunk to be able to take off the glass, put in plexiglass for weight reduction, and also put in an aluminum plate where the active wing would normally go in the base model Crossfire. You can see here are the new speakers. We just put in the one on the passenger side. To get to these rear speakers easily, you actually have to take out the seats, but it's pretty easy to do it. So all you need to do to take them out is take out 4 bolts. There's one there, one there, one there, and one here. We also pulled out the carpet because there was a bunch of stuff under it. And actually in the Elise, all the carpeting is just held on with Velcro. So it's super easy to pull out and clean a bunch of it. There was a bunch of stuff underneath it. So we didn't pull the seat out of the car because we would have to remove the hard top. And there's really no reason to. You can just take out those bolts and lean it on the other seat to get down here. And then once we're done with this side, we'll bolt it back in and then do the driver's side. My dad also grabbed some extra sound deadening to put underneath the seat, under the carpet, just to help with the acoustics in the car. So you can see the Elise has some sound deadening right here from the factory, but it's just this small piece, and this stuff we can just lay down right on top. And while my dad was working on the Elise, I decided to go ahead and do just a little bit of really small maintenance stuff to the Crossfire. So I have an oil catch can from Wings. I went ahead and took that out and drained it. I'm also cleaning out my K&N air filters with the Wings dual cold air intake. I don't think these have ever been cleaned, and I've had them for about 2 years now. Even though I don't drive this car a lot, just at the track, you can still see where the filters are facing. It's extremely dirty. It's like completely black. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out these air filters now. I have this special K&N cleaner and air filter oil. So what you do is you just spray a bunch of the cleaner on the air filters and then let it soak for 10 minutes, it says. And then after that, you rinse them out and then you spray this air filter oil on. So I got the air filter in the sink now. I have my cleaner. I'm just gonna spray both sides of it and then let it soak for a while. All right, they've been sitting for a good 10 minutes now, so now I'm gonna start rinsing them out with cold water. Oh wow, look at all that. That's disgusting. Well, this cleaner definitely works. All right, so I let these filters dry overnight, and I'm going to go ahead and spray on this K&N air filter oil now. So let's go ahead and try this. The filters are normally pinkish red when you get them, and then once you clean them out, it rinses out all of the oil and then it becomes white. I am also taking apart a new trunk that I bought for the car. This trunk right here is the stock one, but I just bolted in the active wing from a regular Crossfire. So what I'm going to do to this other one is take out the active wing from the trunk. I'm going to put in a sheet of aluminum here. That'll save a bunch of weight and be a little stronger. And then I'm going to have some mounts fabricated to put the wing up a little bit higher. And so this is the replacement Crossfire trunk. I'm gonna take out the active spoiler from the base Crossfire, so you can see there's like a motor in here and all this. I also am hoping that I can actually just take out this whole piece of glass and put in a big piece of like plexiglass that they use in race cars, because that'll be way lighter. So I'm not gonna need this defroster mechanism. So the wires for that can come out. It's not gonna have an active aero wing anymore. The wires for that can come out. So I'm gonna pull out all these rubber pieces that hold in the wires. I got all the bolts out that hold in the active spoiler, and now it's ready to come off. Wow, this thing's heavy. So this is gonna save a lot of weight just by having this out of the car. This is probably a good 20 pounds, 20, 30 pounds right here. I just took out the latch from the trunk. When I bought this, I noticed that the trunk latch wasn't working. It wasn't making the actual latch move when you pull the lever. And this was stuck attached to it from the Crossfire, where it actually bolts into the car itself. And I looked at it, and it looks like they might have actually replaced the whole trunk lid, just because this little part right here, I think it's normally a little piece of plastic or metal, fell out or was broken. So just because this little trunk latch broke, just that one little piece, they decided to get rid of the whole lid. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. Maybe they figured there was no way to fix it, but super easy fix if you have the little part that goes right here. Go ahead and take out these wires, route them out through there, and then we should be pretty much good to go. I'll also try and take these out, and then I'll look into seeing how hard it will be to take off the glass. I went ahead and piled together all of the stuff I was able to remove from the trunk that we're not going to be using anymore. This is probably about 30 pounds in stuff removed just from the trunk lid alone. And this isn't even including all of the giant plastic panels and sound deadening that go inside of the trunk. That adds maybe another 5-10 pounds. And then I'm also going to be removing the giant piece of glass. I'm probably not going to be doing that today, but you know, this trunk alone probably weighs close to 100 pounds with everything in it. You know, you've got the wing itself, probably 30 pounds, the giant piece of glass, maybe 20 pounds, I'm guessing. All of the sound deadening, that would be another, you know, 5-10 pounds. And then the giant metal trunk itself, that's probably another 40-50 pounds. So you can really take a ton of weight out of this trunk. I'm guessing we're taking out about 50 pounds total once we have the new sheet of polycarbonate in there. So this is my new wing, an APR GTC 500 wing. It's way bigger than the one I have now, way nicer, way better quality. I'm also going to need to take out these rivets and move them further in on the wing, because right now this mount and this mount are just way wider than the trunk itself. So I'll have to move the mounts for the wing, and then once this sheet of aluminum is in, I'll have to have a shop fabricate some brackets for me, and then that can mount into the new bigger wing. So here's a little size comparison of the new wing versus the old wing. So you see the old wing comes out to about right there. The new wing is about what, 4 or 5 inches wider on each side. So that's a lot bigger. It looks like it is, I can't tell. It looks like it's actually ever so slightly wider than the car, maybe by an inch on each side. Not very noticeable, but I'll have the wing mounted up here. I'm not sure if I should have it mounted right here or a little higher. I kind of want it mounted a little bit further back than this wing, and also a little bit higher, just so that I can actually see out of my trunk. I just can't even see out of my trunk. So with the new wing, if it's mounted up maybe an inch or two higher than where it's sitting right now, I'll be able to see out of the trunk right under the wing. And I think it's just gonna look awesome. I mean, it's gonna be really cool looking, really give this car a real race car look. And also, hopefully, on the Roval, this wing will not slow me down quite as much. This old wing has a pretty aggressive little lip on the back of it. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. I'm just waiting to get some of the wiring done on the Crossfire because the end dash is not able to refresh fast enough to get accurate data. I'm supposed to have some of the wires from the end dash connected directly into the control modules, and I don't really know exactly where those wires are. The guy who did the wiring for the end dash is currently out of state right now. He works at ABD, and once he's back, he's going to be able to finish the wiring from the end dash control unit, and then we'll be able to get accurate data and do a good tune on the car. I'll talk to you guys later.